welcome everybody to rant. Actually, this is no other rant because I've always been a PlayStation fanboy. But ever since the Xbox One came out, I've always wondered, what does it feel like playing an Xbox One? Don't get me wrong, I have played an Xbox 360 before. And I have played I own a PlayStation 3. I own two, actually, because the other one doesn't play the DVDs anymore, so gotta get did get a new one, so. Anyways, I was sitting here watching Mike Zero's video, his little rant on Xbox One, so I did a little research on this so-called system update. So, let's just say that there is a lot wrong with Xbox One. Let's begin with what's wrong with it. And from there, I don't even know where to even start. Well, let's begin with the simplest one then. Let's begin with no backwards compatibility. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, PlayStation 4 does not have this either. Now, although it is very, very, very expensive to have backwards compatibility for any gaming system, and truth be told that even though the PlayStation 4 is a brand new, it is basically a PlayStation 3 except redesigned in every way, shape, and form, and the discs are completely different. But they look exactly like a PlayStation 3 controller or a PlayStation 3 disc. So, and since we are running on discs, not those little black things like you see on the PlayStation 1 and the old PlayStation 2 games, maybe even all the PlayStation 2 games, I wouldn't know, but why can't the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One just play the Blu-ray from PlayStation 3 and the Blu-ray from Xbox 360? Now, it is a very simple process, and all the PlayStation 4 is a completely redesigned console with so much better technology and a much better graphics card, a much better memory system than whatever, better RAM. It's basically an upgraded PC. Xbox One's just about the same thing, except it's made by Microsoft. It basically got a makeover. All it is just a black box with nothing on it. So it's basically a big Xbox 360, except it can't play Xbox 360 games. The other bad part about the Xbox One, and this is pretty bad, indie developers aren't allowed to self-publish their own freaking games. So say goodbye to Minecraft. Oh, Minecraft is a Mojang game. Minecraft is an Xbox game. Well, you know what, Xbox, or I should say Microsoft, you could go fuck yourselves, because Minecraft, ever since the Xbox One was announced, decided to announce that they are coming for not only the PlayStation 3 and not only the Xbox One, but the PlayStation 4 as well. So that is very, very good. So take that, Xbox. You didn't agree that Minecraft would stay with Microsoft after the Xbox One was announced. So that just screwed your chances on keeping Minecraft for the Xbox 360, which I did predict that Minecraft would be for PlayStation 3 as well as it would be on Xbox One or on the Xbox 360. Terraria, same thing, except that they didn't get bought out by Microsoft. Thankfully, they're both on the Xbox 360 One and PlayStation 3 and 4. So, and thankfully for the PlayStation 4, you can play indie games as long as you want. And indie developers are allowed to self-publish for PlayStation titles, or for the PlayStation Network, I should say. Now this is very, very, very weird. You have to pay more money to play a used game. Now, this is a little dumb because there's something I've never really got. If you have a used game, if you bought a game and you put it in your console, that game comes half worthless anymore, and the price of it, as soon as you take it out of that case and put it in your console, it is done right there. You just lost half the value of that game, and it automatically becomes used. Note, half its value. And it continues to lose half its value each year you keep the game. So why is Microsoft forcing you to pay more to play used games? I've never really got that. You can play the game. You just gotta pay. You just gotta pay for it. Why? Are you going to force me to re-buy Forza 5 if I ever get it? Because I already played it, and I play, say, Rise or Titanfall for Xbox One, and then I put in Forza 5. Do I have to pay for it again? I hope not. I'm already paying for the internet, and I already have to forcefully pay online. So we have to pay not once for the console, twice to set it up, and 3 times for the internet. Now you're telling me I have to pay again for a used game? That's 4 times of paying. This console's not for poor people. This console is for people who can afford it. And although I'm not really a rich person at all, and I would like to have an Xbox One, but I shouldn't be forced to have to pay for the console, the game, the internet, and to set it up. I should not be forced to do any of that. The only thing I should be forced to do is buy the console and buy the game and pay for my own internet. Which is, again, 3 things, but still. I shouldn't have to pay for the game again. Now, this has been a problem for a very, very long time, and I keep hearing that it still is a problem. The Kinect won't work. Or I should say the Xbox One will not work without the Kinect. Now, I've heard from some people that it will, ever since some stupid update. And some people who says it still doesn't work without it. So, why must the Kinect be plugged in 24/7? I mean, a PlayStation 3 does not force me to buy a PlayStation Eye. I don't even want a PlayStation Eye. Why? What am I going to use with a Kinect? Other than talk on people on Skype that I can use on my laptop right here. So, what else am I going to use the Kinect for? I can use it for recording videos, maybe. That's really all. I'm not really going to use it at all, except for saying, Xbox, do this, Xbox, do that. Why can't you just use a controller? Like regular people. You don't need to use your voice. I don't tell my computer, record on YouTube, and it does it. No, the computer doesn't have a built-in AI, so in voice recognition, I gotta install that shit. I gotta freaking download, and I gotta pay for that shit. Actually, it's pretty damn expensive. This is also a problem. You need to be online to play offline. Why must I be online to play offline? According to this this year-old frickin' thing, it's because Microsoft does not trust you. You must prove that you own the game every single time you turn on your Xbox One. You must prove that you own the game. And you must be online. I was playing fine on Grand Theft Auto 5. I wasn't even signed in to my account. Or on the new PlayStation that I got, new PlayStation 3 that I got, my account wasn't even linked to it when I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5. You don't need to set it up via online. I didn't need to set it up online, although it was optional to put in my internet stuff. It even said optional, but recommended. Not forcing me though. Another reason why you need to be online is so they can force you to repay for the used game, like I explained earlier. So they can steal money from you. And with the PlayStation 4, with this optional online for people who don't want to play online, for like me, I don't like playing multiplayer games. And there is a certain reason why. There's a certain reason why that I don't like playing multiplayer games. It's because I have a shit connection to the internet. So that's my reason to not liking online, is because I don't really like all the maps, all this shit, and all the people hacking. And of course I have a shit connection. So, what's next then? what would be the superior console by next year? And yes, I'm actually talking about next year. I'm waiting for E3 in June, which is going to be one of the greatest E3s of all time. I'm predicting right now that this coming E3s will be one of the greatest of all times. It is usually a very good E3 the year after a console comes out, because you got all sorts of technology that's going to come with it. You got all sorts of games that will come with it. You got a whole lot of things in the near future for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But sticking to the topic of PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One by next year, sales are greater for the PlayStation 4 as ever than it was back in November when it first released. Now, even though Xbox One released a week after, the sales were still pretty good. But last month, the sales for PlayStation 4 skyrocketed. And they're still better than the Xbox One. The PlayStation 4, however, has a lighter controller. And everybody complaining about, oh, it's not heavy like the Xbox 360 controller or the Xbox One controller. You know, it's not big and fat. You don't need a big fat controller. You need a controller that's lightweight, that you can fit in your hands. This is my PlayStation 3 controller, actually, that I use on my laptop to play Trackmania, Minecraft, Star Wars, and other stuff. And this controller, as you can see, fits in my hands. An Xbox 360 controller, I'm basically doing this. PlayStation 3 though, I'm fine, I can reach all the buttons. Xbox 360 though, I gotta freaking move my thumb like this, and move my other thumb like this, while I'm trying to reach the analog stick that's in the wrong position, that's right here, and these buttons are right here. That's not where these go, and that's not where this goes. These two stay right here, and this stays right there. Now, what I don't get is how Nintendo didn't sue Microsoft for stealing this controller design. Or, wait, was it Nintendo that it got robbed from? I'm still assuming that Nintendo still didn't see that Microsoft stole from. So, still a little bit surprised. And at the end, when it comes down to which console's better, the PlayStation 4 will win, like the PlayStation 3 did when it first released, topping the Xbox One, basically killing it with fire. Now this is going to be an I Troll You video for this coming Tuesday. So, you might either see another rant, or, I don't know, I'll do something else. You never know. We got freaking Olympics going on, so yeah. So big shout out to a subscriber that I subscribe to, Mike Zero. Video that I saw will be in the description. You can go sub to him. He's a pretty damn good person. He's a gamer. He's a fellow gamer like me. He does videos like this, except he's a lot better at them. He does reviews. I'm not sure if he plays if he does Let's Plays. No, I don't think he does. Who cares? Go sub to him. He's like pretty damn cool. Thank you guys for watching.